Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. Now, look at these words highlighted in blue. Okay, those who want to get rich. Well, first of all, it's like those who want to get rich. Well, who doesn't? And it isn't wrong to want to earn money. We need to earn money. And if you've got a business, let's see, what is my goal? To succeed or to fail? Well, if your goal is to fail, you're not being a good business person, nor are you being a good steward. So those who want to get rich is not an utter condemnation of those who work for a living, or even those who make a good wage for a living, but those whose life is about primarily wanting to get rich. And there are many people who focus their whole lives around. Okay, how is that going to work for you? Here's what it's going to do. It's going to cause you to fall into temptation. Let's start listing these. Temptation and a trap, and into many foolish, harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. We're at about, let's say, 8 bad things so far. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Not money is the root of all evil, but the love of money, being in love with money. Money's not bad in and of itself. It can be used for good, it can be used for bad. You can thank God for money and the provision of money. We need it to live on. But the love of money, those who focus their lives around wanting to get rich, this is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money, whoops, we're dim there, but you can still read it. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and have pierced themselves with many griefs. So let's keep going. If we were on to 8, some people, and then we've got, it's the root of all kinds of evil, the love of money, that would be, say, 9. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith, let's make that 10. Pierced themselves with many griefs. So we couldn't do it all on 2 hands. Had to go to the third hand to get up to 12 or 13 bad things about desiring to be wealthy. Wandered from the faith, losing the true faith in Jesus Christ because of stuff that becomes money and possessions that becomes the focus of our life. Pierced themselves with many griefs. How many people's goal when they get up in the morning? Boy, I'm looking forward to the day because today I'm going to pierce myself with many griefs. Nobody does that. We want to be happy. We want to be satisfied. We want to feel good about ourselves. We want to be successful. We want to be all these things. We want to be content, but we're setting ourselves up with our materialism for failure. But what does he say to Timothy? But you, man of God, flee from all this and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. Verse 12, fight the good fight of the faith. Take hold of the eternal life to which you were called. Eternal life. It's not just this life, it's the eternal life to which you were called when you made your good confession in the presence of many witnesses. God the blessed, we saw it last night, Makarios, happy. God the happy and only ruler, the King of kings and Lord of lords, who alone is immortal, who lives in unapproachable light. It's like he's right in the midst of this thing talking about money. He's saying, just remind you of who God is, the true God. You can't serve both God and money, so let me tell you about the God you can serve as opposed to the money you can serve. You know all about that. But this is a God who is happy, and he's the only ruler, and he's the King of kings. He's the Lord of lords, who's immortal and lives in unapproachable light, his holiness, whom no one has seen or can see. To him be honor and might forever.